Hi everyone, I'm Dr. John, feeling more joint pain when the weather turns cold. You're not alone. In this warm, friendly video made especially for viewers over 60, we explore for simple and effective strategies to keep your joints comfortable during chilly days. From healing foods to gentle movement, you'll discover easy ways to stay active, feel better, and live well no matter the forecast. Have you ever noticed how your knees start to ache just before the weather changes? Or maybe your fingers feel a little stiffer the moment that cold breeze sneaks in through the window. You're not imagining things, and you're definitely not alone. It's almost like your joints have become little weather reporters, telling you when the temperature is about to drop, but instead of giving you a forecast, they give you pain. That dull, nagging ache in your hips, the tightness in your hands, or the stiffness in your back that makes even the smallest movement feel like a chore. Cold weather and joint pain often go hand in hand, especially after 60. And while we can't change the season, we can absolutely change how our bodies respond to it. That's what we're going to talk about today. This video is your cozy little guide to staying comfortable, active, and pain-free, even when winter tries to slow you down. We're going to walk through for simple, practical strategies that can make a real difference in how your joints feel. No fancy equipment. No extreme changes, just real things that fit into your life. Now, let's get to the heart of it. And I want to start with something we often overlook: warmth. Not just being warm in general, but specifically keeping those joints warm throughout the day. You see, when the temperature drops, our blood vessels naturally constrict. It's just the body's way of preserving heat and protecting our core. But this means less blood flow to the joints, especially the knees, hips, and hands. And when joints are cold and stiff, they hurt more. So what can you do about it? Well, layering up is a good start, but not just any layering. Try using joint-specific warmth. For example, wearing thermal gloves even indoors if your hands tend to ache, or a soft knee wrap that holds in heat during the day. There are even heated pads made specifically for wrists, backs, and shoulders that plug right into a USB port. They're lightweight, easy to use, and they bring soothing warmth directly to where it hurts. And don't forget the power of warm water. A nice hot shower in the morning can work wonders, not just to wake you up, but to loosen up tight joints that stiffened overnight. If mornings are especially tough, try doing gentle stretches right there in the warmth of the shower. Even just rolling your shoulders, stretching your arms out, or slowly lifting your knees can help your body wake up with less resistance. Now, once you've got your joints warm and relaxed, you're in the perfect position to move. And I know, the last thing you feel like doing when you're in pain is moving more. But gentle movement isn't the enemy here. In fact, it's one of the best defenses against joint pain in cold weather. Think about it like this: motion is lotion. When you move your joints, even just a little, you're helping your body send fresh blood, nutrients, and oxygen to those stiff areas. That means less inflammation, better lubrication, and more comfort throughout the day. But this doesn't mean you have to start training for a marathon or join a gym. Not at all. Even a slow-paced walk around the house, a few laps down the hallway, or simple chair exercises can do the trick. You could even turn on your favorite music and dance a little while making breakfast. Just 5 to 10 minutes here and there. It adds up. And if you're thinking, well, I don't feel like doing anything when it's cold, I hear you. That's where creating little routines comes in handy. For example, right after you brush your teeth, do 3 minutes of movement. Or after every cup of tea, take a walk to the other side of the house and back. Make it a habit, something so small it's almost effortless, and your joints will thank you. One tip I really love is stretching with purpose. Take a moment before bed or after waking up to slowly stretch the parts of your body that talk back to you the most. Maybe your shoulders are stiff. Maybe it's your lower back. You don't need a yoga mat or a routine. Just gentle, slow movement. Reach overhead. Twist gently side to side. Roll your ankles. Think of it as a conversation with your body, not a workout. Of course, movement and warmth work best when they're part of a bigger picture, one where your whole body is supported. And that brings me to something just as important, though often overlooked: hydration. Yes, even in the winter, we tend to think of dehydration as a summertime problem. But in cold weather, we often drink less water without realizing it. We're not sweating as much, so we don't feel thirsty. But our joints still need water. The cartilage in our joints is like a sponge. It needs fluid to stay soft and cushiony. When we're dehydrated, that cushion wears thin, and movements feel harsher, more painful. If plain water doesn't sound appealing in the winter, that's okay. Try warm herbal teas, clear broths, or even warm lemon water. The point isn't to force yourself to chug gallons. It's about staying consistently hydrated throughout the day. Sip slowly, refill often, and treat it like you're nurturing yourself from the inside out. So think of it this way: keep your joints warm from the outside, and keep them nourished from the inside. It's a powerful combination that can truly change how you feel during the colder months. And speaking of feeling better, let's keep this momentum going. There's something else that makes a big difference, something that goes beyond what we eat or wear. Something that goes beyond what we eat or wear, and that's how we manage stress and our emotional well-being. You might not expect it, but your mindset, your mood, even your day-to-day worries can sneak into your joints and make the pain worse. Think about it for a moment. Have you ever had a stressful day? Maybe you were dealing with a family issue or just feeling a little off, and suddenly your back is aching more than usual, or your hands feel more swollen than they did yesterday. That's not just coincidence. Stress causes your body to tighten up. It increases inflammation, and it makes you more sensitive to pain. So when it's cold outside and you're already dealing with stiff joints, adding stress to the mix is like pouring salt on a wound. But the good news is, we can actually do something about that. It starts with giving ourselves permission to slow down. That doesn't mean giving up. It means being kinder to ourselves, letting go of perfection, letting go of the idea that we have to do everything, fix everything, or be strong every minute of the day. Simple relaxation techniques can help more than you might think. Deep breathing, for example, just a few minutes a day, can calm your nervous system and reduce that tension you might be carrying in your shoulders, neck, or jaw without even noticing. Here's a little something to try. The next time you're sitting in your favorite chair or lying in bed, place one hand on your belly and the other on your chest. Take a slow breath in through your nose, feeling your belly rise, then gently exhale through your mouth. Do that 4 or 5 times. That's it. That's all it takes to begin resetting the body's stress response. You can also bring comfort to your joints through gentle rituals, things that signal safety and calm to your mind and body. Lighting a candle in the evening, wrapping up in a cozy blanket with a good book, or even soaking your feet in warm water with a little Epsom salt. These aren't just nice things to do, they're healing. They tell your body, hey, you're safe now. You can relax. You can release some of that tension you've been holding onto. And when your body relaxes, so do your joints. And if you enjoy music, use it. Play soft piano in the background or your favorite songs from your younger days. Nostalgia has a beautiful way of easing stress. Let yourself drift for a while. Let your body feel something joyful. Because comfort is about more than pain relief. It's about nurturing the whole you. Now, once we've brought a little calm into the picture, we can talk about how we nourish our joints through food. Yes, what you put on your plate can make a real difference in how your joints behave, especially when the weather gets colder. You don't have to make drastic changes or follow some complicated diet, but adding a few key ingredients to your meals can help reduce inflammation and ease joint discomfort. Let's start with healthy fats, the good kind that soothe the body rather than stir it up. Things like extra virgin olive oil, avocados, walnuts, flax seeds, and cold water fish like salmon or sardines. These contain omega-3 fatty acids, which act like tiny fire extinguishers, calming the inflammation that builds up in stiff or swollen joints. Even just a tablespoon of ground flax in your morning oatmeal, or a handful of walnuts as a snack, can go a long way. It's not about perfection. It's about small, nourishing choices that stack up over time. And don't forget your colorful fruits and veggies. The deeper the color, the more antioxidants they carry. Think blueberries, cherries, spinach, kale, sweet potatoes. These are nature's medicine, and when eaten regularly, they can help keep your joints flexible and your immune system strong, which is especially important in winter. One trick I love is making a warm turmeric tea in the evenings. Just a half teaspoon of turmeric powder with a pinch of black pepper, stirred into warm almond milk or oat milk. It's soothing, tasty, and gently anti-inflammatory. It's like giving your joints a hug from the inside. Now, of course, all of this works best when you stay consistent. You don't need a perfect meal plan or a strict routine. Just try to make more comforting choices more often than not. Your body will notice. And don't underestimate the power of staying social, either. I know that colder months, especially after retirement, can get a little isolating. The days are shorter, the nights are longer, and sometimes we find ourselves spending more time alone than we'd like. But here's something you might not expect. Loneliness can actually increase how we feel physical pain. It makes the brain more sensitive to discomfort. On the other hand, laughter, connection, and even a good conversation can release endorphins, the body's natural painkillers. So if you can, try to reach out more often. Call an old friend. Invite a neighbor for tea. Even a 5-minute chat on the phone can boost your mood, and your joints will feel the difference. You could also join a local walking group or find an online community with folks who understand what you're going through. Just knowing you're not alone, that other people are facing the same challenges and finding ways to move through them, can bring so much peace. Because at the end of the day, comfort isn't just about managing symptoms. It's about supporting your whole self, your body, your mind, and your spirit with the little things that make you feel safe, supported, and strong. And there's one more powerful piece to this puzzle, something that's often forgotten but can truly change how your joints feel day to day. And that's movement. Gentle, intentional movement, not intense workouts or long gym sessions, but small, daily activities that keep your joints from stiffening up like a rusted hinge. You see, one of the biggest mistakes we can make when it's cold and our joints are aching is to stop moving altogether. It's understandable. Who wants to stretch or walk when everything feels tight and sore? But staying still too long can actually make it worse. Joints are made to move. They need circulation, warmth, and flow. And when we move, even in the smallest ways, we're telling our body, I'm still here. I'm still going. I'm still alive. And that's powerful. You don't have to do much. Even 5 minutes of stretching in the morning while the kettle boils can work wonders. Gently roll your shoulders back. Move your wrists in soft circles, flex and point your toes, or raise your arms overhead like you're greeting the sun, even if it's hiding behind the clouds. If you're up for it, a short walk around the house or just up and down the hallway can keep things flowing. The goal isn't to push through pain. It's to ease your body into a rhythm that feels kind and supportive. One thing that can really help is warming up your joints before you move. Try holding a heating pad on your knees or lower back for a few minutes before you get out of bed in the morning, or soak your hands in warm water before doing tasks that require grip, like folding laundry or writing a letter. This little bit of heat brings blood to the surface, loosens tightness, and makes movement feel less intimidating. It's like giving your joints a gentle heads up before asking them to help out. Some folks also find great relief with Tai Chi or chair yoga, not as exercise, but as a form of medicine. These slow, flowing movements help lubricate the joints and restore balance. And the best part? You can do them right from your living room, in your pajamas if you like. Just remember, consistency beats intensity every time. A little movement each day, even if it's just marching your feet while watching TV, adds up over time. Your body remembers. It rewards your effort with flexibility, warmth, and strength. Now, before we wrap up, let's take a moment to look at the big picture. If you're someone who's been living with joint pain, especially during these colder months, I want you to know this: you're not alone, and you're not broken. What you're feeling is real. It's valid, and it can change. Comfort doesn't come all at once. It shows up slowly, through tiny decisions made with love. Like sipping a warm cup of turmeric tea instead of reaching for another pain pill. Like stretching your arms before getting out of bed. Like putting on a soft pair of gloves before heading outside. Each of these small choices may seem insignificant on their own, but together, they create a life that feels less like enduring and more like living. And remember, it's not about being pain-free. It's about being you again, the version of you that smiles a little more often, that gets out of bed a little more easily, that feels just a little more at ease in your own skin. So whether it's nourishing your body with healing foods, calming your mind through gentle breath work, connecting with people who lift you up, or giving your joints the loving movement they deserve, you're building something. Something beautiful. Something strong. And I want you to keep going. Because you deserve to feel good. You deserve to feel warm. You deserve to feel comfortable, even when the cold creeps in and tries to tell you otherwise. Now, if this video has spoken to you, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Have you tried any of these strategies? Do you have your own ways of staying cozy and pain-free in the winter? Let's build a little community down there, a place where we can learn from each other, lift each other up, and share what really works. And if this video brought you even a moment of relief or a bit of hope, consider giving it a like. It helps more folks find this message, people just like you, looking for simple ways to feel better. Make sure to subscribe if you'd like more tips like this, all focused on helping you live stronger, healthier, and more comfortably after 60. Take care of yourself, be kind to your body, and as always, here's to living your best life, at any age. You've got this.